Welcome to Breaking Prophecy News. Today, your top Bible targets on this December 28th, 2016. President-elect Donald Trump is voicing support for Israel as the Secretary of State John Kerry defends U.S. actions in the Middle East in his final speech today. Trump tweeted, quote, "We cannot continue to let Israel be treated with such total disdain and disrespect," referring to the UN resolution condemning Israeli activity that happened last week. Trump also tweeted, "Stay strong, Israel. January 20th is fast approaching." In the wars and threats of war file, another serious threat from Russia today, as Russia says a U.S. decision to ease restrictions on arming Syrian rebels would directly threaten Russian forces in Syria. The Russian Foreign Ministry says it views the move as a hostile act, very serious words. It's increasing tensions between the Obama administration and Russia with just 22 days left in Obama's term. Last week, he severed U.S. ties with Israel. Let's hope and pray that Obama's administration does not further damage our relationships with our allies and other countries. In related news that confirms Russia's statement, WND, that's World News Daily, reports that documents made public by the Washington watchdog Judicial Watch and WikiLeaks back up the Turkey president's statement Tuesday that U.S.-led coalition forces have supported terror groups including ISIS in Syria. Another threat of war, Russia, China, and Pakistan warned Tuesday that the influence of the Islamic State, or ISIS, is growing in Afghanistan and that the security situation there is deteriorating. Meanwhile, a 30-year-old woman was beheaded Monday night in Afghanistan by a group of armed men linked to Taliban. She was beheaded because she visited the city alone without her husband. Earthquakes are another top Bible target of the end times and getting more and more frequent. A moderate earthquake rocked Japan today. The USGS says the magnitude 5.9 quake struck about 100 miles northeast of Tokyo. No tsunami warning and no problems reported at nuclear power plants in the area. Meanwhile, aftershocks after 3 earthquakes on the Nevada-California border, USGS reports a magnitude 5.8 tremor struck near Hawthorne, Nevada, right after midnight. A second quake minutes later measured at 5.7, and a third earthquake at magnitude 5.5. Finally, this one from Bloomberg Business News. Attending a game used to be a low-tech pleasure. Buy a ticket, grab a seat. Now, with metal detectors and bag checks at almost all major sports venues, companies have begun offering biometrics and other tools a lot like security lines at the airports. Here's the scary part, and one to watch. Those fingerprints and iris scans allow teams to track your behavior, fans' behavior, and buying habits, helping them to rake in more money and fatten profits. Privacy issues, anyone? Stamp on the right hand, maybe the forehead. I know it's a long cry from that, but we really have to see that this is a lot like the hukilau, the hukilau. In old Hawaiian days, they used tea leaves, and they would string a big net, go on one side of a bay, and then slowly come towards the beach and shepherd and guide all the fish towards the little nook where they would just reach in and grab the fish. It's like fishing in a barrel. And I believe that this is what they're doing, getting the people, you and I, used to being scanned, iris scans, going through these airport checkpoints that are not helping anybody. And no offense, I love TSA. I have many friends who are part of our security, but it's really not defending much. And so what they're doing is conditioning us, the sheeple, to get used to being tracked and watched. And of course, the bottom line is the bottom line. It's all about that dollar. Holla! All right, family, don't forget, if you're getting ready for the Sunrise Prayer Relay, be sure to tag those photos and put it up with hashtag Sunrise Prayer Relay. That's on the sunrise of the new year this Sunday morning. Keep your eyes on the prize, Jesus returning in the skies.